Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome. It's so good to see you. Welcome to those who are new. Welcome to those returning. It is amazing to have you guys. I hope you are having a wonderful Monday or have had a wonderful Monday. And I just want to do a quick little vibe check for us. What's in the energy? What do we need to know? Yeah. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It does help the channel to grow, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you. All right, what's in the energy? What do we need to know today? Your talent, your potential. This could be a way, somehow that you... Mercury. This is about communication. How you creatively express yourself. Maybe how you encourage others, inspire others, or are helpful to others. Okay, so something about your potential. Second house in reverse. Material goods, but this can also be your self-worth and your self-value. So it can be... your security, your foundation, right? It's in reverse. So maybe your income is a little bit not where you want it to be right now. Mars, you're taking action on something though. This is taking action, determined. Maybe you're determined to turn that around, right? Yeah. Conjunction. There's a union coming in here. So some kind of you joining forces with somebody else, you guys working together. This is whatever this union is, it's very empowering. There's a lot of energy here. One more, they said. Thank you. Ooh, you don't know what this is yet. I don't know if it's been revealed to you or not. You know, sun in reverse. The sun is usually illumination. It is, you know, you see it. Now, the sun can also be like Leo energy. This can be you stepping into your personal power. This is you, could be life force as well, ego. Maybe you went through an ego death and you're no longer coming from a place of ego. Bottom of the house, home, upside down, reverse, home. There's a lack of cohesion, a lack of security, a lack of foundation. Okay, so could be Cancer energy, Leo energy. Okay, I'm not going to make this too long. Sorry, I had to get a sip of drink. A little water. I worked today, so I know I didn't drink enough water. Yeah, look, sun and... you have the Three of Wands, so this is expansion. Something's being illuminated. Some kind of expansion, some kind of opportunity, or you've made major progress in something. Nine of Pentacles. Honey, you really have. You know, I just heard broken free. I almost said broken free from something. You know, but there's a lot of abundance around you right now. The Star, very healing. Okay, so let's start with the Oracle and time. The time is now, right? For you to find this balance. All right, let's talk about this potential. Peace. Your talents, some kind of creative expression, some kind of cooperation or collaboration that you're about to come into really brings you a lot of peace. You're going to get clarity on this very soon. What they are saying with this card is, you know, spend some time with the divine. Spend some time with God, the universe, the angels. Spend time in stillness. Magic speaks softly between heartbeats. And that's it, right? And sometimes we get our most amazing advice from the divine when we sit in stillness, when we allow our mind to quiet, when we are not full of distractions around us. And there is something, as you know, with this union and this potential, there is something that you're meant to speak on, create something. Your talents are very important. You will find your guidance, your clarity. Yeah, look, you're meant to create. You're meant to create some kind of material abundance, or whatever you are creating is actually meant to create your abundance. right now you may be sitting in an energy of lack. And I mean, it's just you don't have what you need or what you want. Your income may be smaller than needed, right? I don't think that it's your self-worth or, that. I do think that it is more about whatever it is you're here to create, this potential, right? Creativity, joy, expression, and magic. Whatever you are creating is going to turn this around. Create with play and wonder. Your imagination is sacred energy. I think you're stepping into that. This is very much your sacral chakra, right? Allowing that creativity to flow, allowing that creativity to, follow your soul's passion. Whatever it is that you are expressing creatively is going to turn your finances around, or your income, or your security, stability. What are you taking action on? So a couple cards fell out. And you have, right now you're going through a major transformation. That's why I'm like, you don't have what you need. There's a resource that you don't have. This is changing. You're going through a major transformation. Trust the transformation, right? Courage, have faith, don't fear the fall. And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's something that's being I see a carpet being just whoop from underneath somebody, and it's like, don't fear the fall. Wings often appear mid-descent. You're going to get what you need. You're going to have the resources and the abilities that you need when you take this action, this transformation. We have heart, so you're really following your heart, right? Intuition, stillness. Again, there's that stillness, you guys. It's very important. Quiet your mind. Your heart already holds the answer you seek. You're asking, where do I go? What direction do I go? What action do I take? This transformation really has you for a loop. You're meant to trust. You're meant to surrender. You're meant to have this stillness and allow your heart to speak to you, your soul to speak to you. You yourself actually carry the light. Okay? Self-expression, confidence, freedom, and light. Stop dimming your light to fit in. Shine as you were meant to. When you allow your light to shine, you're going to find your way. Stop worrying about what other people say or think. It's not about them. It's about you, your path, your purpose, what you're here to do. Not anybody else. It's between you, your soul, and a higher power, right? So let's talk about this union. Communication, truth, integrity, and clarity. There's that word again, clarity. Speak your truth clearly and kindly. The universe always hears honesty. Look at that. For some of you, you may be coming into union with someone to create music there. Look at those music notes. For others of you, look at this. All of those beautiful colors, things are coming into alignment. Your chakras are balancing. Everything is coming into alignment. The cycles that need to start are coming in here. Look at all that beautiful golden healing light. Whatever it is that you guys are working on together brings healing, brings balance to others, not just yourself. There's a lot of abundance around this with all these beautiful mushrooms. There's a lot of abundance out of dark places, right? It's like there's things being created out of darkness. If you think about it, mushrooms and things, they often come from, very wet, damp, dark places. So I do think that whatever it is that you are doing, whatever this light is that you are speaking, your communication, your voice, whatever it is you're creating, it brings healing. A lot of you, I do think whoever you're coming into union with, you may get songs from telepathically, but you guys are both being led. Healing. It's the sun. Soil. Growth, challenge, resilience, transformation again. Welcome discomfort. It's the soil where your next growth begins. And it's in the sun in reverse. Like I said earlier, ego death, and look at, I have a headstone there. Your dark night of the soul, This was an ego death for you. A lot of things ended for you to find your own light and to find your own path and to find your voice. Discovery. Whatever this dark night of the soul, whatever the spiritual awakening was, you started to find the beauty in the darkness. You lost a lot of stability, security, whatever it was. Your roots were uprooted, okay? But now you're in this exploration, discovery mode, right? Trust your wandering. Sometimes you must lose the map to find yourself. Again, you lost everything that you were comfortable with. You lost that, you stepped out of your comfort zone. And the fourth house can talk about comfort, right? All things that, feel like home. So you stepping out of your comfort zone, you're actually discovering where you're meant to go, what you're meant to do. Okay, well, they do want me to take that reflection. What do they want to say? Gratitude, growth, acceptance. Honor who you once were. Yeah. And thank them for getting you this far. I almost want to cry. Somebody needs to slow down for a second. And you really need to see where you were. The second house in reverse, this is like your life uprooted. This is your life, where you lost literally everything, including finances, probably. You don't know when and how and what. You lost everything that made you comfortable. You went through an incredibly dark period, but yet I don't think you're giving yourself credit for the amount of work that you've actually done, for where you started, this unhealed version of yourself, to where you are now, where you are realizing that during that dark time you were surrounded by darkness because you were the light, and you're realizing that you being the light, you're meant to be the light for others. So beautiful. All right, what do they want to tell you? Oh my God, yes. Look at this. The world. You're about to step into a whole new version of yourself. This is the end of all of that burden, the end of all that weight you've been carrying. That's why they're telling you, please slow down. You find clarity in this stillness, right? Slow down. You're going to see where that door actually is, what that means to you, because you're ultimately supposed to put down these burdens. I think this is too, like, 10 of Wands can be very much like you've done a lot of work, and it's time for you to put that down. It's time for you to take all of that off of your back. And I feel like for some of you, I do get that for some of you, especially with this family kind of house card, fourth house card, you may have, how are they wording this? Carried the weight of the people around you to make them comfortable. I feel like you are somebody who, it's not self-sabotage, but it's like you didn't value yourself enough to put yourself as a priority. That's changing. You put everybody else's what they wanted ahead of yours. What did you want to do as a child? Okay, like this keeps coming out. What was it that lit your soul on fire when you were a child in the past? There's something, this is what you're meant to create. Oh, we hit something here, didn't we? What was it that made you happy as a child? What did you want to create? What did you want to be when you grew up? There's something about that here. You're meant to create this. This is also like you healing that inner child through play. Allowing yourself to create something that makes you happy. This is how your material goods, your income, your security, your stability turns around. There is something that you enjoyed doing as a child, or there's something that you thought about doing as a grown-up when you were a child. What is that? Go back to it. What did you want to create? Did you want to be a baker? Did you want to be an actor? Did you want to be a musician, a songwriter? What did you want to do as a child? Go back and think about that and how it plays in your life right now. Whatever action you're taking, this is what truly balances out the scales. You know, Sagittarian energy, this is definitely overcoming limiting beliefs, you know, and really looking at things from a higher perspective. But it's like, you're not going to miss your mark, okay? You have shown yourself a lot of patience, but you're finding meaning in your story, in your steps, right? This Temperance card, you are going to find the balance that you need, but you have to take action. Okay. What about this union? Do you want to know what came out? Freaking soulmates. And I just saw 555 right there. So there's a major change that's coming in. You're going to get some kind of communication here from somebody. This is a partner. This is a connection, a spiritual connection. This is somebody that there's definitely a conversation, but there's like, there's trust, there's respect here. This is somebody who looks at you as an equal and treats you that way. The light just flickered. Okay. You had to walk away from something. You had to leave something behind. You realized that there was something that was holding you back, and there was some kind of disappointment in your life. But when you decide to leave this behind and walk away, that's when you find your wish come true, right? This is like your stability, but it's also you sitting in the attitude of gratitude. What did I say when I said about this rose? Something about seeing the beauty even in the darkness. That's your attitude, right? That's your attitude of gratitude, this Nine of Cups energy. You're sitting in this, you know, even though things are dark, I'm still incredibly thankful that I can see that beauty in that darkness. So that attitude of gratitude is really helping you to walk away from things that no longer serve you. You know, again, ego death, dark night of the soul. So you lost a lot of footing, stability. You're walking away from your comfort zone. You're discovering who you are. You're reflecting on the past. And look where it's leading you. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, 10 of Cups. Are you shitting me? I'm not. Yeah, you definitely have somebody coming in. This is your match. This is your equal. You guys are going to create something that brings ultimate, total fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. There is love, there is support, there's fulfillment, there's happiness, there's harmony, whatever this is, right? You know, for a lot of you, I'm sure you have been multitasking too. 22 may be significant. You guys, this person could be traveling towards you, or they're planning, or there's some kind of progress that's coming in, because you have the Ace of Pentacles as well. Whatever this is, you have an energy coming into your life that's going to help you bring in balance. So I'm going to get an angel card. Hold on. Okay. You have somebody coming in that's going to help you bring in the balance. And I don't know, you may be helping this person find balance in their own life, right? Because I feel like it's a very mutual attraction. It's kind of like you guys mirror each other. You guys complement each other. Whatever it is, you both have been through something. You're no longer playing games. Interesting. You're discovering this path, and so is this other person. Listen. Quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desire's manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you. Listen. There's a need for you to sit in stillness. There's a need for you to meditate. There's a need for you to just quiet your mind For some of you, you may need to listen to, what is that? Where they go back and forth in the earbuds. I can't remember. Anyways, it's some kind of like binaural beats is what they're saying. For some of you, you need to listen to binaural beats. What is it? Something like that. Welcome to retrograde, right? There's binaural beats. This is going to help quiet your mind, bring stillness to your soul so you can hear the messages that the divine, your angels, need to get to you. Can I show you what's on the bottom? New partner. I'm getting butterflies. Excuse me. A chance meeting is no mistake. It is divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set the wheels in motion for the fruition of your prayers. Oh my God. Pay careful attention to the new people we send into your life. You will recognize them by your sense of familiarity, comfort, and safety. I freaking love this for you. So there is a new partner coming in. Whether this is love, whether this is, business, whether this is both, could be a friendship as well. So you have support coming in. You're going to be receiving support, but you're also going to be support to this other person. There's a lot of really nice, beautiful energy. Okay, I'm going to stop it here. So 21:31, that's long enough. We'll dive into this again. And, if you guys liked what you heard, if it resonated, please don't hesitate to leave a comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel, please. It does help the messages get out and it helps the channel to grow. If you're interested in your own personal reading, please don't hesitate to email me, reach out to me. All the information is going to be in the description below. I'd love to connect. So we can do personal readings, we can do spiritual guidance, we can do energy healing, chakra balancing, all those things. Just drop me a line. All right. And thank you guys again for being here and for listening to this. And I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.